Some videos ago, we talked about the verb piacere in Italian, and I told you how to say that you like something. You're going to use mi piace if you like one single thing, for example, mi piace la scuola, and you're going to use mi piacciono if you like multiple things, for example, mi piacciono le feste, I like parties. But what if you want to say something like, I like you, I like her, I like him, we like you guys, we like you. So what if you want to say that you like someone or that someone likes you rather than you liking something? Well, that's a whole different story, and this is exactly what we're looking at in today's video. Ciao a tutti e bentornati sul mio canale. My name is Stefano and I am an Italian teacher. In today's video, we're going to talk about the verb piacere to express the idea that we like someone and not something. So if you haven't watched my previous video on the verb piacere, make sure to watch that one first. I think that by knowing the basics of the verb piacere, it's gonna be a little bit easier for you to understand this one. So you can go watch that one first. You'll also find the link in the description box below and then come back to this video. But before we start, if you appreciate my work and you find my videos useful, don't forget to leave a like, but also to subscribe to my channel. This way you won't miss any future lesson. Alright, so we have a lot of things to talk about, so make sure you have some time, okay? So before I actually tell you how to say I like you, for example, so I like someone, we need to review two things. First of all, we need to review indirect object pronouns, and then the conjugation of the verb piacere. So indirect object pronouns are very important, and I'm talking about the pronouns that we would use to say something like to me, to you, to him, to her, and so on. So the indirect object pronouns are mi to me, ti to you, gli to him, le to her, ci to us, vi to you guys, gli or loro to them. I also made a video on this specific topic, so direct and indirect object pronouns, so you could go watch that one as well. It's not 100% necessary to understand this video, but I would recommend it. So once we have reviewed indirect object pronouns, now we need to review the conjugation of the verb piacere. And anyway, hold on, if you're not understanding where I'm getting at, no worries. I'm just getting you prepared for what we're going to do later. No worries, at the end of this video you will magically understand how the verb piacere works. So stay with me for a couple of minutes, alright? Okay, so let's review the conjugation of the verb piacere. This is the conjugation. Piaccio, piaci, piace, piacciamo, piacete, piacciono. Now, and this is very important, io piaccio doesn't mean I like. Tu piaci doesn't mean you like. This is not a normal conjugation of a normal verb in Italian at all. Just remember this conjugation. If you want, write it down. But io piaccio is not I like, because you know that I like is mi piace, right? But we're going to need this conjugation in a second. Now, before we move on to the actual rule on how to say that you like someone, let me remind you something. When in Italian you want to say something like I like school, you're going to say mi piace la scuola, right? Mi piace la scuola doesn't actually mean I like school, but it means that school is pleasing to me. So if you've watched my previous video on the verb piacere, you should know this. So scuola becomes the subject, and then piacere is the verb conjugated in the third person, and then I say to me, mi piace la scuola. Now the same rule is going to apply when you want to say that you like someone. So, for example, how would you say I like you? It's a very simple sentence in English, but it might be kind of tricky in Italian. And you know what? Actually, I need to write this down and break this down for you on a piece of paper. Well, a piece of paper is a bit impractical, so let me go get my iPad. Okay, so here I have my iPad. Now we're going to break it down and understand how to use this rule. So here, what we want to say is I like you, right? Now, I like you is actually you are pleasing to me in Italian, right? Now, since here we are saying you are pleasing to me, we have to break this sentence down in two parts. The first part is going to be you are pleasing, and the second part is going to be to me. So for the you are pleasing part, we're going to look here. But for the to me part, we're going to look here. First, we want to say to me, and that's very easy. How do you say to me? Well, it's going to be this one, right? So it's going to be me. Let's write it down. Me. Now we want to say you are pleasing. And how will we say that? Well, we need to look in the conjugation of the verb piacere, the you form. And what's the you form? Here, right here. Piace. So once we have identified the you form we're looking for, piace, we're going to write that down. Piace. Guys, we're done. Mi piace. So just to repeat it very, very quickly, what do? We take the sentence in English, I like you. Then we identify what the possible sentence in Italian would be. You are pleasing to me. So we flip the sentence. Then we translate the sentence piece by piece. And we start from the indirect object pronoun. Since here we're saying you are pleasing to me, we want to translate to me. And to me is going to be me. And we write it down. Then we have to translate the you are pleasing part. If you look at the conjugation is going to be piaccio, piaci, piace, piacciamo, piacete, piacciono. And again, piaccio doesn't mean I like. No, it doesn't. But since we want to say you are pleasing, we have to look at the you form. So the tu form, that is going to be piaci. So piaci doesn't mean you like. No. Piaci means you are pleasing. So now we add piaci and we're done. Mi piaci. I like you. Alright? Does that make sense? I hope it does. Now, I have a little quiz for you. I'm going to give you 5 sentences in English. Maybe what you can try to do is to translate them in Italian, using the same logic we've just talked about. The sentences are: we like you like us, they like me, we like her, she likes you guys. If you want, you can pause the video now and try to translate these sentences. I'll put them on screen again in a second. And then when you resume the video, we're going to go over these sentences together, alright? Alright, let's see how you did. Let's go back to the sentences. Alright, so the first one, we like you, is going to be you are pleasing to us. Therefore, ci piaci. Ci piaci. Then, you like us is going to be we are pleasing to you. So, ti piacciamo. Piacciamo is we are pleasing, and to you is ti. They like me is going to be I am pleasing to them. So, gli piaccio. Then we've got we like her. She's pleasing to us. Ci piace. And finally, she likes you guys. You guys are pleasing to her. Le piacete. Alright, well, I hope you did well on this little test, and I hope it makes sense. I mean, thinking about it, it makes sense, but I do understand the struggle of using this in everyday conversation. Because, there's a lot of thinking behind it. But my advice is practicing, because the more you practice, the easier it's gonna be for you to just use it in conversation. So practice, 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 and at some point, it'll be very natural for you to use the verb piacere in all of these forms. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, because that's gonna help me tremendously to grow my channel, and also to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. This way you're not gonna miss any future video. And if you want, you can also go follow me on Instagram, Teacher Stefano, where I upload stories and more educational content every day, and I'm sure you'll like it. I'm going to see you in the next video. Ci vediamo nel prossimo video. Ciao!